Yoga is a process of revealing and unveiling. And yoga tries to bring us back to our true nature. I think that's what keeps you going with it. I was born in Greensboro, North Carolina, to a immigrant Italian mother and a Irish, Scottish, English father who wasn't around very long. He died when I was about 4 months old. And so I was raised by my Italian mother until I was 9, then she died. So then I was left orphaned. I was in different foster homes, farms. In the South, foster care was more like hired labor. And I remember I worked in tobacco fields from dawn until dusk. Growing up in the South, there wasn't much opportunity, and that led me to California. Matter of fact, I moved to California because a friend of mine was running from the police. He goes, listen, I got 30 grand and I got to get out of Florida. You want to go with me? And I just broke up with my girlfriend. I go, where are you going? He goes, I'm going to California. I go, I'll go. And we took 30 grand of illegal money wherever he got it from. I shouldn't tell you. And we took that and moved to California. And that lasted us about 2 months because we were eating lobster every night. I was a bodyguard. I was a bouncer. I rode with biker gangs. So I was doing all those things before yoga showed up. Everyone has those pivotal points, right? So I was getting deep into the yoga practice and I was really digging the yoga. I was digging the side that was changing me, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. I was calmer. I was more centered. I was more tranquil. But I was working nights and I was putting people in chokeholds and throwing them at the back door of a club. And then the next morning I'd be in yoga practice. And I thought, man, I got one foot in the dark and one foot in the light. The things you do becomes your character, right? So you can say you're a certain person, but if you keep doing these other actions, your actions actually become who your character is, and the words mean shit. But I thought I have to make the change here. But I was always drawn back to the light. That was yoga. Scarlet Rose, you know, they say you get 2 chances to be a child, when you're born and when you have one. It's amazing. I'm always in a hurry and she'll stop and squat down and look at an ant for an hour and just stare at it, or pick a flower, or just, you know, we'll take us a half hour to get halfway around the block. By definition, to be a first-time father at 50 is optimism. The way I teach it and the way I encourage people to practice it is to be treated as a celebration. Movement is creativity. You see so many people walking around with sour faces and collapsed chests and their lights turned off. Yoga will pull their shoulders back, it will turn your light on. You'll be like a lighthouse. And it's all just for movement. I look at it as an empowering practice that is a celebration of life. Looking forward, I hope to just get better at my craft so I can channel what the yoga has and be a conduit and to lead people in the way that the practice has led me.